BJ Omot and Jovan Blacksher Jr. here with us. We'll open it up to questions for the two of them on tonight's win. Jim?
Jovan and BJ, first time together as a unit, virtually the whole roster turned over. How did you guys feel out there playing together? Was it sort of a period of getting used to each other, or was it fairly smooth?
We've been having a good summer, good build-up for this. So going out there, I think we was excited to get out there, finally play against somebody else. We had a couple scrimmages, but to go out there on a season opener, home opener, I feel we were ready and excited, so it was fun.
I'll build on that with Jovan. So yeah, we was together the whole summer, building our chemistry, and obviously we're from different places. Like we got a lot of transfers, but today we looked like our chemistry was pretty well, and we're just gonna keep building on it. It's only gonna get better.
BJ, how do you think the team played?
I think we played pretty well, but we let up a little bit in the second half, but we stayed composed and finished the game out. So I'll say we played pretty well.
Jovan, how much better can you guys be than what we saw tonight?
We could be a lot better, especially finishing games. Like he said, first half we played pretty well. Second half, I'd say rebounding and just closing the game out on the ball screens and stuff like that. But once we get that stuff together, we could be a lot better.
What are you guys expecting from the season?
Some wins. Definitely want to win. Build chemistry with these guys, relationships that'll last forever, and go out there and get to the tournament.
It looks like the roster's composed in a way where pretty much any one of 5, 6, 7 guys could be the leading scorer on any given night, which is somewhat unusual. Is that something you guys prefer, or do you like to have a leader that you count on each game?
We're very unselfish, so like whoever scores, like we're gonna be happy for them. Obviously, we have a lot of talent on the team, so different nights, different people are gonna lead with scoring, but all we want to do is just win, so we don't even look at it like that.
Jovan, you were kind of the clear-cut facilitator tonight. Is that something? I know the team filled with a whole bunch of new guys, but can we expect you to get the ball handler moving forward?
Oh yeah, for sure. All my life I've been a ball handler. I take pride in that, so for sure.
Okay. Jovan. BJ, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, BJ. You with Ty. Coach.
To start off, I just want to thank each of you for coming out on our opening night. Is it midnight yet? Pretty soon. Close. We played 10 different players tonight. Probably could have played 1 or 2 more guys. And every one of the 10 went in there and contributed to winning. Scoring, rebounding, diving on a loose ball. This was a tremendous team effort tonight. There were multiple times in the game when we had high-level execution. And so that, as a coach, that's very gratifying to see. Some areas of growth. I thought Bakersfield did a tremendous job of changing the tempo late in the game. Improvement area there. We got to be able to handle that better. But we made 31 of 40 free throws. We made our free throws when we needed to, and we got a decisive win against a very good team, a very well-coached team. I've known Coach Rod Barnes for 5 or 6 years. I competed against Coach Barnes, and that is a great basketball program. And they have tremendous student athletes there, and they're going to win a lot of games this year. So thank you so much for coming tonight. Open to questions.
Coach, early on in the game, first 5 offensive series, ended with a Stojakovic shot. Was that by design, or was that just the way the game script kind of played out?
We typically don't script that many plays in advance. What I would say is the ball movement was high level, and our players, they take pride in finding the open man. I think one of those 5 plays was a play call for Andre, and the ball found him on the other ones. He's a dynamic player. Andre is someone who, since he's gotten here, he has first of all, he's done an outstanding job. Second of all, he has such a desire to be great, and he puts the work in. He has great camaraderie with his teammates, and I was proud of him.
You got 14 points, 12 rebounds from your tag team center guys. Is that sort of what you hope to get from them typically?
Well, I mean, that's what it was tonight. We'll have nights where they double that. We could have a couple nights where they triple that, and we'll have some nights probably similar to tonight as well. I thought, let's start with Madi Sissoko. He's one of our team captains. Madi's a guy who nothing rattles him. You know, a couple times Bakersfield got us out of rhythm, and Madi streaked and he flashed to an open area and got the ball and made the right play. He knocked down some key free throws, and he came up with some huge hustle plays. An offensive rebound in the second half, and there was another play where he dove on the ground and flipped it to one of our guys, and I think we ended up getting a layup on the play. And so Madi is someone who's just, he's such a leader, he's such a great player, and he's going to help this team immensely. Lee Dort. Lee Dort, you know, his skill set is very diverse. Lee is a tremendous finisher around the rim. He had a great dunk out there. And you got to remember, this is one of the first games Lee has played in many months. You know, because of just the way it's worked out. And so Lee to come in and have a really solid game like he did tonight, I'm really proud of him. He's a great passer. He finishes dunks. He has a phenomenal post-up game. You didn't see that tonight because it wasn't featured as much, but he can score on guys on the post. You know, Lee is someone, I think he speaks 3 to 5 languages. You know, speaks multiple languages. He's someone who picks things up so quickly. You're going to see a lot of great things from our centers.
Coach Christian Tucker didn't score tonight, but he was plus 22 in the box score.
Yeah.
What did you like from him today?
No, you're right. He didn't have a made field goal. He knocked down a couple of huge free throws late, and he was. Christian is someone who he plays under control. You know, when he's out there, the game can slow down. He has the height and the size to see over the top of defenses, and he really makes his teammates better. And so, you know, tonight what you saw was a very good game. You're going to see this team continue to grow and grow. We lost our top 8 scorers from last year's team. We lost our top 8 defenders from last year's team. And so I was very pleased with how a lot of guys stepped up on both sides of the ball.
You had 5 guys in double digits. Ideally, would you like to see that kind of scoring balance throughout much of the season?
You know, Jim, scoring balance is always great because it tells you the ball's moving. You know, we had a bunch of threes that rimmed out early in the game too, and so our assist number could have been a little bit higher if some of those had dropped. But it's really nice to see because the players get along so well with each other, and it's Phil Jackson used to always say, the way you pass the ball to your teammates is how you feel about your teammates, and the ball was moving out there, and that's all you can ask as a coach.
Took care of the ball really well in the first half with only 2 turnovers, but 9 in the second
Yeah.
half, which lets CSU Bakersfield get back in the game.
Yeah.
Any concern about maybe being able to hold up under tighter defensive pressure when the game's more on the line?
I think this was great for us tonight because Bakersfield, the one thing I told our guys, I said, guys, I've played against this team in the WAC when I was at Utah Valley, and you know they were in our conference for a year, and so we prepared for it. We knew it was coming. You know, at times we handled it, and at times they sped us up. And so what I'm really happy about is now we have the film to continue to work with our guys. It takes time to mesh and put together a new roster, and we've been at it all summer, and it's still an ongoing process.
With that press that they're throwing at you, how do you feel like you guys handled it?
We were not aggressive enough getting to the ball. You know, at one point I called a timeout and I got after a couple guys. I said, right now you guys are being passive because you're not streaking to the open area. And so Bakersfield did a great job of putting us on our heels on a couple of those segments. We'll be much better prepared in the future. We'll continue to drill it.
No baby yet?
No baby yet. Right now we're about a week overdue, and so we will not go 2 weeks overdue. I can tell you that. But I was so excited to see Hannah in the stands tonight. I didn't think she was going to come.
Pretty impressive.
It's incredibly impressive. It's incredibly impressive for her to come to an 8:30 p.m. game that actually starts at 9, and now it's probably midnight now, and she was still down there, and she's a week overdue. And so she's just been outstanding. She's hosted the team multiple times this year. She wants to do it again soon. I said, hey, baby, let's take a breather. Thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate you guys.